Carlos Mayo has improved to 13.18 this year and probably starts this competition, well, Yamani behind Crippa is in there, but he's the fastest man in Europe. Behind hasn't had a 5,000 metres this year. But in a tactical battle, I wouldn't bet against Mayo. As we look at the full lineup on the outside, Samuel Barata, two-time Portuguese champion over 12.5 laps of the track. Hugo Hay, European under-23 silver medalist at both 5,000 metres and cross-country back in 2019. Tom Mortimer, 22 years of age now. On his inside, the Polish representative, Alexander Wieczek, also known as a steeplechaser. Now, Yamani behind Crippa won this event 2 years ago in Bydgoszcz. The question is, Crippa? Well, he's been racing at half marathons earlier in the year. Does he have the speed in his legs? As we were having a quick look at Carlos Mayo, 2017 European under-23 10,000 metre champion. And on his inside, Maximilian Thorwirth. Mayo's the man in four. Crippa's the one with the credentials. Could it come down to a battle between Spain and Italy? Or is there an outlier in there, perhaps like Hugo Hay? Well, European Team Championship record is 13.36. That demonstrates that these tend to be tactical affairs. Team Championships record set by Ali Kaya of Turkey. Indeed, it was in a first league meeting back in 2017. But both Crippa and Mayo, as well as Hay, well, in this sort of competition, could easily reduce that mark. And Crippa's taking it out of town pretty quickly to start with. He's not hanging around, is Crippa. He's making this an honest race. Runners already in single file. That's a 64-second first lap. Back to the high jump. I can tell you that 4 men went over 2:16, including Norbert Kobielski. Kobielski over 2:20, so he's flawless in this competition. Grimsby of Great Britain, Michu of France, and also Paul Vendrich also over. And we were expecting Stefano Sotil of Italy, but it looks like the Italians have been refused a replacement. We do know that Sotil is out there, and Gianmarco Tamberi was injured yesterday, but it looks like they haven't been allowed a late substitution as we look back now at the men's 5,000 metre final, and it's Carlos Mayo taking up the running. So at the moment, in single file, it's Mayo, Hay, Thorwirth, and Yamani behind Crippa, just drifting back, content, slightly slower second 400 metres of about 65 seconds. And Mayo just drifting over to the second lane, just asking somebody else to take up the pace a little bit. And Hay obliges. Thorwirth. Easy to spot him with those armbands. There's Hugo Hay now, taking them through. 2:40.95 for the first kilometre in the 5,000 metres from one Frenchman to another, Sébastien Michaud. And that'll be a second failure for Michaud. Over 2:16, the Frenchman. But loses focus, loses concentration for the French champion of the last 2 years. Well, Lorenzo Fabri looks well pleased with that.
Fabry in the shot put, we said he was certainly the young one to watch, the 24-year-old. Italian national record holder indoors. Arms aloft here. So waiting for this measurement to come up. 2016. And that puts him into second place in the second round of the men's shot put competition here. Haratic is our leader. 2094, as you can see that he's managed already. Let's see if he can improve on that. We're so close to that 21-metre mark. 22.17 this year for the pole. So previous winner of this event, looking to get maximum points for Poland once more. And do what Pia Skrzydłowska and Alicia Konaszek have already done, and this one is over 21 metres. He does get the white flag. And looking very, very strong. And the favourite for victory here. (21 metres 18 for Haratic, and he is just over a metre clear. Scott Lincoln of Great Britain, 20 metres in the first round, wasn't able to improve in the second, but he's in third place at this point, and the top four get one extra throw. So 2065, his lifetime best. By the way, the Olympic qualifying mark, 21:10. Close to the edge of the circle there. 19-metre mark that he is right on. So Scott Lincoln, so many British titles over the last few years. Been impossible to top. So great for him to then get this opportunity on the international stage. 20 metres remains his best. Dager, 18.56 so far.
And the post-broadcast director keeping an eye on what's going on in the field with the poles as Norbert Kobielski jumps 2.24. Getting close to his best. He's got an outdoor best of 2.28. And that's good jumping as well. Nice height there from the pole. Everything clicking into place for Kobielski. As we switch back now. Now a leading group of four have detached themselves from the other three men. So it's Hay once again. In front of Mortimer, Mayo and Crippa. So good pace this, 13.26 pace. Well, just drifted a little bit. As you can see, we've got dynamic analysis of what's going on here. We're just about halfway into this race. A bit further than halfway. So the 3,000 metre split, 8:04.91. 92 on your screen there. Now William Grimsey. Oh, he nails it. Tickles the bar, but he's over. Good jump there at 2:24 from the Briton. Just 1 centimetre shy of his personal best. Touches it with his calves, but lots of height there. And we're switching quickly backwards and forwards. So it's Mayo once again who's taking up the running. Well, collectively Mayo and Hay, with a bit of help from Crippa as well, have made this a very honest race. So the German, Portuguese and Polish runners drifting a long, long way back. It's now just down to these 4 men. I think we're on course here for a Team Championships record. And just bear in mind, it's inevitably going to speed up in the last lap. And Mayo continuing to push the pace. Mayo's got a great range from 1,500 metres all the way up to even a half marathon or two. And now it's Hay. Mayo and Hay know each other very well from under-23 competitions. Come up through the ranks, if you like, at the top level of European age group championships. Tom Mortimer, the youngest of this quartet, at 22 years of age. Tom Mortimer at the moment is on course for a very, very big personal best. Perhaps looking a little bit uncomfortable at this stage. Yamani, Bahan, Crippa just tagged onto the back of the quartet, also looking comfortable. Hay, you can just see, just looking up at the big screen at the far end of the Silesia Stadium, just to see what's going on behind him. Just moving out wide, just basically saying to some of the other lads, now it's your turn. Come on, keep this going. Crippa hasn't done much work since really the first kilometre or so. And now it's Mortimer's turn. Well, Mortimer, perhaps, as I said, just looking the most uncomfortable of the quartet, but still doing very, very well at the moment. Went through the 4-kilometre split in 10:45.62. So now just 2 laps to go. This is going to be a great race over this final. Well, it's coming up for 700 metres to go now. Nobody else in sight at the moment. That's Maximilian Thornworth, 100 metres back from the leading trio. At this stage, well, Hay, Mayo, Crippa, all looking really, really good. Mortimer just starting to struggle slightly. Just grit your teeth, Tom, and you'll be rewarded with a good personal best without a doubt, regardless of whether you finish first or fourth. So Mayo now starting to really crank it up. He's really increased the pace as he's coming in with 500 metres to go. That pace has increased over the last couple of 100 metres from 13:30 pace all the way down to, as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, 13:22. Mortimer now getting rather detached. He's down to the leading trio, the trio that we expected to be the main protagonists in this race. And it's Spain, France and Italy at the moment. Mayo trying for the long run from home. He knows Crippa's got a good sprint finish. Hay, useful as well. Perhaps not the quickest of the trio. Now Crippa starting to come up with 250 metres to go. Now grimacing Mayo, but he can't resist Crippa. Crippa's edged himself into the front. Hay is now easing back just very slightly. Now 1.5 metres between Mayo and Hay as the trio enter the home straight. It's still Crippa. Crippa really working hard now. He's starting to go through the gears. Mayo grimacing, but he's got nothing to answer. Yamani Bahan, Crippa. Crippa now well on his way to winning back-to-back European Team Championships and a championship record for Yamani Bahan Crippa, 13:17.24. Well, That isn't just a European Team Championships record. That's faster than we saw even in the old European Cup. His compatriot Salvatore Antimo ran 13:21 back 30 years ago. Yamani behind Crippa tears up the record books. Huge talent. Well, season's debut over this distance, 13:17. Maximilian Thorworth completely out on his feet. Yamani behind Crippa though. No doubt at all he had all the weapons in the armoury. And look at that, Yamani behind Crippa, championship record at 13:17.23 in front of Hugo Hay and Carlos Mayo, who both set personal best, and a big personal best as well by more than 10 seconds for Thomas Mortimer, who's eligible to battle for the European Under-23 title in July.
Yeah, really impressive from a young group of leading athletes, and in the end, Crippa, as someone who finished fast and finished well, he's done that again here.